So I'm coming in for the 1 week check-in. Tomorrow will be officially the 1 week mark that I started posting and just talking to you guys about how I have a goal of losing 30 pounds and gaining 30K a month of income. And I actually decided just to go ahead and show you what's usually behind my screen that I use, which is my 6 foot whiteboard, because I have everything on here. Um, and I know it's funny. I've had a lot of different things. I've had people, tell me that I'm inspiring them. I've had people tell me like, "There's no way you're going to be able to do that. It's too much." I've had people tell me, "Thanks. I was thinking small and I'm thinking bigger." So that being said, I love that. I love the feedback that I'm getting. Today, I want to just take a second to really, for those of you that are interested, to take a deeper dive into the 30K a month and just kind of explain what my plan is. Because if you want to go do this, go do it, right? I have had the marketing and consulting business for going on 11 years. And when COVID hit, it was incredible, amazing. We boomed actually for a couple of years. We really boomed. Perfect timing, perfect place for me. I'm going to be honest, as it's gone on with AI and VAs, overseas VAs, the attraction that I originally had of building someone's passion kind of fell to the wayside because people just want to pay the least amount of money for the most amount of results. And it just never works out that way. However, marketing is essential. So that's pretty much what I did. So on one of my columns, which you can't see over here to the side, for the 30K month, I've been doing 7 to 10K already, but I want to add an additional 10K. So the goal would be for that. So what we're doing is we just offer essential marketing. So this is for people that need to stay consistent with posting. They need to be able to automatically gather the leads that come in. They need to be able to nurture those leads or send them something or get them to an appointment or make the sale. And all the while, they're probably solopreneurs. I mainly work with health, fitness, and wellness professionals. So, they're working one-on-one, patient-facing, client-facing. So we're building out basically kind of a lead generation, lead magnet system, CRM. It gathers all the info. And then, for $199 a month, we continue to do that. We continue to maintain it, push out social media to them to post. Now it's a higher level if they want us to actually do social media management. And then we have our elite level, which is actually coming to them, actually completing incredible on-site talking head content with them. And all those things, which I can get into later. So that is the marketing side. That's that silo. So the 10K. So essentially the goal is to build out 50 clients at the 199 level or more. But on the low level at 199, it would take 50 people a month that are looking for that type of service, that want it done for them. And that puts us at 10K in that silo. Okay. The next 10K is coming in from my own passion that I kind of had let fall to the wayside the last few years. And I have been thinking, we need to get back to analog. We need to get back to actually having these conversations face to face and not being, online all the time. And I miss that. I like the energy I feel when I'm in a room. So the Greatness Collective was something I had started when I turned 50. I'll be 54 this year. But I originally just started kind of to make fun, right? Like, stop saying you're old, stop saying life's over, stop calling it a midlife crisis, all of those things. I mean, sure, life is different. How do we navigate that together? Men and women, right? Men go through andropause, ladies. I know we go through menopause, but men have their decline as well. And, they should be able to talk about it, get help. We definitely need to be able to talk about it and get help. But along the way, like, have fun wherever you are in life. So with that, I decided to monetize a directory so that we could start finding local venues, events, home services, wellness services, restaurants that are really more curated towards the 50 plus crowd. Because for me, honestly, yeah, I love to go out and hear live music and maybe have a drink. But I don't want to go somewhere where there's a bunch of 21-year-olds getting drunk and, as I say, hooting and hollering, and just mixing with my piece. So we're just curating a list of those places. And the way that we're going to monetize is that we will allow a certain amount of people to pay for advertising. I mean, they will show up on our social media. Any events that we do, they'll be shown as one of our sponsors. And of course, in our monthly email that goes out based on events coming up or interviews on those businesses. So that's how we're going to monetize that. And so we're going to start really low ticket because I'm new to this and I've studied based on the courses that I've read. And we're going to keep it pretty simple. And we're going to have a 25 a month. We're going to have a 50 a month. And of course, our premier sponsors will be 100 a month. So pretty easy to do the math on that. So once again, having 25 to 50 of those businesses that want to advertise and get involved with the 50 plus crowd, that's how we'll monetize that. So that's the other 10K. And then the last part of the 30K, the other 10K silo, is for Pro Wellness Initiative. Everything that I did to build up communities failed. And it failed because I needed to be able to depend on having someone on the ground who was in my brain and just as passionate about doing it. And that was not fair because they have their own businesses, they had their own things to do. I had several people intentionally sabotage what we were doing. But you know what? I prayed about it and literally just had the most ingenious idea. And I thought, remember when you first started as a trainer, Brandy? Remember when you needed help? Remember the questions you had? Go offer that, right? In a really easy platform. So with Pro Wellness Initiative, we're not getting rid of the communities. We're making it more strategic. So we're offering virtual memberships now at a very low level, $10 a month, $9.99. And that way they can come in and learn and ask real questions. I'll answer them. The people in there will answer them. We will have business consultants. We will have branding consultants in there. But they're going to give you the real answers, whether you like it or not, right? And then we're going to have a mid-level because we're building out multimodality wellness teams. You can go learn more about what that means on Pro Wellness Initiative. I don't want to dive in too much into that. And then we are also going to be creating corporate wellness teams. I'm hoping, I'm not going to announce this out loud because I have not signed a contract, but I'm hoping to team up with 2 different people that I've connected with. And the 3 of us together will be offering these corporate wellness programs up and down the East Coast to start, but eventually nationwide. So that's kind of the deep dive into how I'm going to be making this happen. I did send out 5 RFPs, requests for proposals, this last week. I did have one come in, but once again, until I see that money hit the bank, I don't count it as a sale. But I like where this is going. And for the Greatness Collective, what I'm really excited about is locally, we went ahead and kicked off the 50 Plus Insider for Hampton Roads, which is going to be, once again, just curating all those fun things to go do. And once we figure it out, once we have a system, once it runs seamlessly, we will move into other cities with that. Because just because you're 50 doesn't mean you should be going out and having fun and living your life and be healthy. Everything shouldn't center around alcohol. And, we're going to do cooking classes. We're going to go play pickleball, bowling, trivia night. We may even have people come in like financial planners, talk to us about some, more strategic things that we could be doing. Some of us started saving really late in life. Some of you have been saving forever. We're all in different places. So no shame, no judgment. Definitely just a great community that I'd love to build. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be on the vendor list for that, if you want to host an event, if you have an idea for an event, I'd love to hear it. I'm very excited about that. We will be planning an event soon for the end of May, just to get together and everybody kind of connect. And yeah, that's it. And, I'll come back next time and kind of talk about the weight loss part. I feel very good about it. I am going to get my labs done and probably going to be changing some things up, but I think it's just been more about my mindset, being consistent, eating whole foods, getting my sleep. My hormones, I believe, are in check, but that's what the lab works will tell me. Yeah, that's it. So I don't want to run up too far. If you made it this far, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I am open to feedback. I'm open to criticism. I am open to suggestions. I am open to anything that is going to help us make all of these things better. And I'm also open to people coming along for the ride. So I'm excited, and I will see you guys tomorrow.